My name is Jesse Elmont, and welcome back to the CNT podcast. Today, the deep dive is the Chicago White Sox, so let's get right on into it. At catcher, they have Yasmani Grandal. First base, Jose Abreu. Second base, they have Nick Madrigal. Third base, Jan Mercado. Shortstops, Tim Anderson, with left field being Eloy Jimenez. In center field, they have Luis Roberts, and in right, Adam Eaton. Their DH would be Adam Engel. Their starting pitchers consist of Lucas Giolito, Dallas Keuchel, Lance Lynn, Liam Hendricks, and Dylan Cease. Some notable bullpen they have is Jace Fry, Jose Ruiz, Cody Luttrell, and Matt Foster. The top three prospects are Andrew Vaughn, first base, estimated time of arrival, 2021. Michael Kopech, right-hand pitcher, estimated time of arrival, 2021. And Nick Madrigal, second base, estimated time of arrival, 2020. So, as you can see, the number 3 prospect, Nick Madrigal, is already in the starting lineup at second base. I'm a big fan of his. I have high hopes for him. This is a very good team. I think this is a team that will compete for the division, possibly maybe even wind up in an ALCS. I don't think they're great. I don't think they're contenders yet. I think that maybe they could win the World Series in like 2, maybe 3 years. I think they're on the uprise. I like this team a lot. I mean, you got Yasmani Grandal, who's easily a top 5 catcher. And you got Jose Abreu, who's obviously he's a top 2 first baseman. It's either him or Freddie Freeman. I personally say Freeman's a little bit better. But he's an MVP candidate. He won it. Great leader. Nick Madrigal, I'm high on him. I think he's going to be really good. Nice young second baseman who can develop well. I really like him. I think he's going to be really good. You got Jan Mercado, a solid third baseman. I meant to say, and first base, Jose Abreu is getting up there. He's still MVP candidate, but they also got Andrew Vaughn coming up. So they have a good replacement and a young replacement for him. So they're fine on that if he does end up getting hurt or has to retire in a few years. So first base is not a problem for them at all. You got Tim Anderson, who's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's just not doing the credit he deserves. He's a top 10 hitter. He's insane in the field. He's a very good player and is super underrated and is still young and can still easily get better. Then you got Eloy Jimenez. He's great. He's good. He's great in the field. This is a nice young team. That's what I like. And then you have arguably one of the most fun rookies to watch last year. Maybe the best. I think Kyle Lewis as well. But you got Luis Roberts, who is just absolute unit. I love watching him play. He's insane. He does it all from fielding to hitting home runs. He does it. He is great. He can lead this team. In a few years, he is great. I'm excited to see what him, Tim Anderson, Eloy, and Nick can all do together in 5 years, assuming Abreu is retired by then. This is a very good young team that I really like. Another aspect of this team I really like is their starting pitching. They have Lucas Giolito, one of the best young guys. I mean, he threw a no-hitter last year. He is really good. I like watching him play. He's a great pitcher. Dallas Keuchel, who had a comeback year last year, I think he'll be like that again. I think that was a good signing. You also got Lance Lynn, who's solid, not terrible. Liam Hendricks is pretty good. That was a good pickup. Dylan Cease, another thing I like is Michael Kopech. I like that guy. I think he's going to be really good. I'm high on all of the top 3 prospects for Chicago. I think Michael Kopech can easily be a top 10 pitcher at his peak of his career. I'm excited for him to make it. He should be getting called up this year. Maybe we'll see him work in the bullpen. Maybe he'll slip into the starting pitchers rotation. We don't fully know how they're going to use him, but I'm very excited to see what he has to offer to this already stacked young team. Now let's look at what I like and dislike about this team. I dislike is the bullpen. It's iffy at best. I think that's one of the biggest things holding them back. Another thing that I dislike is the team is ready to compete now with Abreu, but it's still very young. Nick Madrigal's a rookie this year. Luis Roberts coming off his rookie year. Eloy Jimenez is I think it's his 3rd or 4th year. This team, it's ready to compete, but a little too young to compete at the same time. And that's a little inconsistency that I don't like. What I also don't like is 4 and 5 in the rotation. Liam Hendricks and Dylan Cease, I think it can be better. I think they would be more serviceable in the bullpen. I feel like Michael Kopech is going to help that. I think he should be the number 4 guy. Liam Hendricks goes down to 5, and Dylan Cease, you see him in the bullpen and see what he can do there. Now, what I like about this team is catcher is one of the big things. Yes, Manny Grandal, great catcher, great player. I like the infield entirely, even with Jan McCarthy, who's a little iffy. But you got Jose Abreu, one MVP. Nick Madrigal, I think he's going to be an MVP at some point in his career. And you got Tim Anderson, who's insane. I like this infield. Outfield, I like it and dislike it. I dislike Adam Eaton. He's not great. I do like Eloy and Luis, though. That's good. I dislike the DH. Adam Engel's not going to be able to do what he can. They might want to look to trade or try and sign someone in late free agency right before the season to replace Adam Engel. And so, I mean, this is a solid young team who can contend in 2 to 5 years, I would say. Needs a better bullpen and a power hitting DH. Like I said, that's what their biggest needs are. And honestly, maybe even replacing Jan Mercado or Adam Eaton, maybe replace one of them with someone better if you could. Like maybe see if you can trade for Malik Smith, then you can put him in right or put Eloy in right and put Malik in left. I feel like that could be useful. I mean, he's some speed. He has solid contact. He's good in the field. I'd rather than get him over Adam Eaton, or just like maybe replace one of them if they truly want to contend with people like the Dodgers and Mets and Padres. I would definitely say they're a top 15 team in this league, possibly top 10 if everyone stays healthy. The prospects would definitely help for sure. I 100% believe that. Overall, this is a very good team, young team. I think that their best shot to contend is in 3 years from now, in 2024. I think that is their best shot at a World Series title. Thank you all for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for another one. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.